The ferocious alien beast escaped its enclosure, only to bow its head before the human student. Beginning. The Galactic Academy of Zir was no ordinary place of learning. Perched on a moon orbiting a crimson gas giant, it gathered species from across the spiral arms, brilliant minds, elite warriors, and chosen heirs to the galaxy's most powerful clans. For humans, however, the Academy was still hostile ground. Humanity had clawed its way into the stars only 2 centuries ago, a young species surrounded by ancient empires. At best, they were tolerated. At worst, they were mocked as primitives. Jalen Ward, a second-year human student, knew this reality better than anyone. His grades were solid, but his presence was resented. Many alien classmates laughed when he spoke, whispering that humans were accidents of evolution, with no place among the galaxy's intellectual elite. And so, Jalen kept his head down. That morning, however, something would happen to shatter the Academy's balance forever. The Lesson of Beasts. Professor Zhyr, a 6-limbed arthropod scholar, conducted the lecture in the Hall of Bioforms. Behind shimmering containment fields, dozens of alien creatures shifted and hissed. Students gathered in a wide semicircle, taking notes as the professor lectured. Today, Zhyr clicked, we study acriths, predators bred on the death worlds of the Hesh Dominion. Their instincts are sharper than plasma blades. Their hides deflect small arms fire. Alone, an acrith can kill entire squads. They bow to no one, not even their handlers. The largest enclosure drew every gaze, a towering reptilian beast, muscles rippling under obsidian scales, golden eyes burning with hunger. Its claws gouged the reinforced floor with every step. Even the bravest students stood back. Observe, Zhyr continued, that no species has tamed an acrith. They obey none. They fear none. The moment he spoke, the containment field flickered. A faint pop echoed. Then silence. Suddenly, alarms wailed. The field collapsed. The acrith lunged free. Panic in the hall. Screams erupted. Alien students scrambled for the exits. A massive tail smashed a bench into splinters. The beast roared, the sound reverberating like thunder. Professor Zhyr clicked frantically at control panels, but the systems had been sabotaged. Doors jammed. Containment failed. The acrith sniffed the air, golden eyes scanning the hall. Dozens of students cowered behind shattered desks, some activating personal shields, others trembling. Then, slowly, it turned its gaze toward the lone human who hadn't moved. Jalen. The standoff. He froze. Every instinct screamed run. But he couldn't. Not with the beast blocking the only clear path. The acrith padded forward, claws clicking against the floor. Its nostrils flared. Saliva dripped from jagged teeth. It stopped only feet away, towering over Jalen. The hall went silent. Students peeked from behind cover, holding their breath. Surely the human would be torn apart. But then, something strange happened. The beast lowered its head. Its golden eyes locked with Jalen's brown ones. The predator huffed once and slowly sank to the ground. It lay there, like a hunting hound at its master's feet. Gasps filled the hall. Professor Zhyr's mandibles clicked in shock. Impossible, utterly impossible. Whispers and fear. The news spread across the academy within hours. The human tamed the untamable. In the mess halls, in the training grounds, in the dormitories, aliens whispered. Some insisted it was luck. Others hissed that Jalen must have cheated, used hidden technology. A few, however, spoke in hushed awe. Perhaps humanity had hidden depths the galaxy had overlooked. For Jalen, the attention was suffocating. Professors demanded to study him. Security interrogated him. Some students challenged him outright, claiming he'd staged the incident. But none could deny what they had seen. An Akrith, apex predator of the Dominion, bowing to a human with no weapons, no armor, no genetic enhancements. The Empress arrives. Weeks later, the incident drew attention far beyond the Academy. From the Hesh Dominion itself came Empress Savara, sovereign of the Akrith breeders. She was known for cruelty and ambition, yet she came not with warships, but with curiosity. Jalen was summoned to the central arena where the Empress herself awaited. Thousands of students gathered, whispers filling the amphitheater. Savara, draped in crimson scales and golden robes, regarded him coldly. "Human, step forward." He obeyed, heart pounding. "You stand accused of fraud," she said. "But if what they say is true, you will prove it. We have brought a wild Akrith, untouched by training or confinement. Approach it." The arena gates opened. A new beast emerged, larger, fiercer, its roar shaking the ground. Chains snapped as handlers released it. The creature's gaze fell upon Jalen. The crowd hushed. Jalen took a deep breath. He had no plan, no weapon, only instinct. Slowly, he stepped closer. The Akrith snarled, saliva flying. Its muscles bunched to pounce. And then it stopped. Its gaze locked with his once more. And, just as before, the beast lowered itself. It bowed. The amphitheater erupted in chaos. Ending. The Empress's expression shifted from suspicion to something far rarer, respect. "In all our history," she said slowly, "only the human has achieved this. Your kind is underestimated, perhaps dangerously so." The Academy was never the same. Jalen walked its halls no longer mocked, but studied, revered, feared. Some saw him as proof that humanity might one day rival the galaxy's oldest empires. Others saw him as a threat that must be crushed before it rose further. For Jalen himself, the truth was simpler. He hadn't sought glory nor power. When he looked into the eyes of the beasts, he had seen not monsters but souls, souls that recognized something in him. He never forgot the way the Akrith bowed. Not out of fear, not out of submission, but out of recognition. And across the galaxy, whispers began. If one human could tame an Akrith, what else might humanity one day tame?